recorded.
All right, I'll call this meeting to order. First up is roll call. Council at Large Cummins. She's not here. At Large Poston.
Here.
Council Ward number 1 Hembry.
Here.
Ward number 2 Helm.
Here.
And Ward number 3 McNeil.
Here.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, it was brutal. All right, so next up is the agenda approval, but I've been asked to take off 10, 11, 12, 13,
14.
and 14
All of them?
off the agenda. So with that modification, is there a motion to approve the agenda?
Motion.
McNeil with the first
Second.
and Helm with the second.
Hembry,
Yes.
Poston,
Yes.
McNeil,
Yes.
Helm.
Yes.
All right, so we'll move down to communications, and if anybody wants to address the city council, this is the time. There's no one online either, so I will close that portion of the meeting and we'll go down to the consent agenda, which these can be enacted with one motion. They are the approval of the council meeting minutes from October 24th, approval of the investment treasurer's report from October of 22, approval of library minutes from October 17th, approval of the library director's report from October of 22, approval of the chamber's lighted parade and community Christmas tree lighting on November 26th, approval of a drip request from Cheryl and John Fisher at 403 Cedar Street, and the approval of the claims register, which includes claims paid under the current purchase policy. Do any of these need to be pulled out separately? I think there are none. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
Motion.
Helm with the first
Second.
and McNeil with the second.
Poston,
Yes.
McNeil,
Yes.
Helm,
Yes.
Hembry.
All right, next up is under city business, to be number 1. It's a resolution to accept and approve the 2022 annual urban renewal report for the fiscal year ending June 30th of 22. Melissa?
This report is a summary of all the TIF payments we've made for 21-22. It also shows the revenue that we've received in our TIF districts. It is required to be filed by December 1st. As a summary, we received $323,222 in TIF revenue, and then we expended $310,523 with a cash balance of $169,024 for June 30, 2020.
All right. Any questions for Ms. Armstrong? Is there a motion to accept and approve this urban renewal report?
Motion.
Hembry with the first
Second.
and Poston with the second.
McNeil,
Yes.
Helm,
Yes.
Hembry,
Yes.
Poston.
Number 2, discussion and possible action concerning the 23-24 tax increment financing indebtedness. Ms. Armstrong?
It's another state report that is required to be filed with the county auditor December 1st, but this is for fiscal year 23-24 TIF claims. It's certifying the increments that we would like for our TIF programs that we have. One of the things that was in your packet was this chart. I think we showed it last year, and it's the in-house chart that we do. This is more beneficial in seeing the TIF programs we have, when the claims are going to be done, when they fall off. And what we try to do is keep our TIF claim totals for the year pretty even, so that we're not rising and falling each year. So one major thing to note on here is the fire station will be paid off this fiscal year. So it won't have a claim for 23-24. So what we did to substitute that was when we amended our plan last time, we added in Highway 38. So we were able to claim the Highway 38 project for the work that we've done for the phase 1 to add that in. So for our TIF balance, we're asking for $250,902 again this year.
Any questions over that or comments? Is there a motion to file this TIF
Motion.
Hembry with first
Second.
and Helm with the second.
Helm,
Yes.
Hembry,
Yes.
Poshton,
Yes.
McNeil,
Yes.
All right, number 3, discussion and action, possible action concerning the 21-22 annual financial report. Ms. Armstrong?
The last state report that's required for December 1st. It's a annual financial report that is prepared by our auditors when they do our audit each year. It's a very high level report, so you're not going to be able to get into the details of each department based off of our fiscal year ending June 1st of 2020, June 30th, 2022. Excuse me.
Any questions on the report? There is none. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Posturing with the first
Second.
and McNeil with the second.
Hembry,
Yes.
Poshton,
Yes.
McNeil,
Yes.
Helm,
Yes.
All right, number 5 is discussion on possible action concerning a TIF request from Jerry O'Rourke at O'Rourke Motors for electrical vehicle. Did I miss? Oh, sorry. Number 4, discussion on possible action concerning the 23-24 proposed budget schedule. Melissa?
It's that time of year again where I've kind of laid out January, February, and March as it relates to the meetings and when the publications are due, when we could potentially hold the budget workshop in February. So I highlighted dates where the council meetings could occur as well as the workshop. I don't know if you had a chance to look at those to see if there was any conflicts with any of those dates or not. Right now I moved, because of the holiday in January, the first meeting wouldn't be until the 9th. So it would be the 9th and 23rd, but we have 5 Mondays in January. So then February would be slightly changed too because of the holiday for the second meeting, and then March would be as normal. And then right now it's scheduled to have the budget workshop on February 16th, which is a Thursday. So if you haven't looked at that, if you could look at that, and then just let me know if there's any conflicts with any of those dates, I would appreciate it.
All right. There are no conflicts at this moment. Is there a motion to approve this schedule?
Motion.
Helm with the first
Second.
and Hembry with the second.
Poshton,
Yes.
McNeil,
Yes.
Helm,
Yes.
Hembry,
Yes.
All right, now it's a discussion of possible action concerning a TIF request from Jerry O'Rourke at O'Rourke Motors for electric vehicle charging station infrastructure. Mr. Wagner?
Yeah, this is one that Linda's helped me with. It's an effort to try to give some assistance, though belated, to the project that he has planned there. It would take the existing tip schedule, and you'll see that in the spreadsheet that Melissa just showed you about TIF. And it would, he's number 2 on that list. It would tack 3 years of 15,000 each, so 45,000 in addition to what he's collecting now as an effort to try to assist with the project. There's also a pending idea about a low interest loan, but that is yet to come if there's something happening with that. The one thing that I would suggest adding to this motion, if you pass it, is since there are legal fees involved, and since doing a small project like this requires everything that you have to do when you're doing a big project, the legal fees are probably going to be the same, which we're guessing are going to be in the 6,000 to 8,000 range. So I think I would suggest maybe adding to your motion that we need written confirmation from Jerry that he will not incur any of his project costs before the TIF plan is fully complete, fully amended. Because if that happens, then we can't help with TIF. We can't incur expenses before the TIF district is finalized or the TIF plan. And the way the public process works out, I'm guessing that it's not going to be fully completed until approximately sometime in March, give or take.
Does anybody have any thoughts or comments on the project or possibility of the TIF?
Motion to approve.
McNeil with the first to approve and Posturing with the second.
McNeil,
Yes.
Helm,
Yes.
Hembry,
Yes.
Posturing,
Yes.
All right, number 6, discussion of possible action concerning the amendment to the Tipton service agreement between the city of Tipton and Clayton Energy Corporation. Adam,
Yeah.
Adam. Come on up. Clayton Service.
All it is we've had Clayton Energy for 7 years now, I believe. In 2015, we started with them. Bill is a huge asset to every single municipal that has gas in the state of Iowa plus Nebraska. I think he has all the state of Iowa right now. But he has not raised any prices since 2015. So he's looking to raise from $16.50 right now to $19.50, I believe. And then 2% every year thereafter, I believe.
And just so everybody knows, what exactly is Clayton doing for us?
He nominates all the gas and answers a lot of questions, like when we get into the whole polar vortex that we were.
The wholesale of gas?
He was right on top, calling us, asking us what we could do to do this. So what we did was we peak shaved and helped us out a lot. And then we were able to sell gas that we didn't use by peak shaving and made a little more money on that.
All right.
But yeah, he's very on top of it.
All right, anybody have any questions for Adam? Is there a motion to approve?
Motion.
Helm with the first and Posturing with the second.
Helm,
Yes.
Hembry,
Yes.
Posturing,
Yes.
McNeil,
Yes.
All right, number 7, discussion of possible action concerning awarding the contract for the housing rehabilitation program at 59 Mulberry Street to Avantis Construction in the amount of $29,675, but it would be contingent on all parties executing a change order number 1 to bring into compliance with allowable budget. Mr. Wagner?
Yeah, this and the 2 motions after it involving Avantis, as we understand, it's because they were the only bidder for the housing rehab block grant. And I think maybe once or twice before this bidding cycle, there were no bids at all. So that happening, I guess it's understandable that we had only one bidder, and probably, and I think glad that we had this one bidder at least show up where nobody was. But basically, that's why it's being brought to the council. If there's only one bidder, then the council has to sign off that you approve that.
All right, any questions on this item or maybe the next 2 as well? All right, is there a motion to approve this contract?
Motion.
McNeil with the first
Second.
and Helm with the second.
Hembry,
Yes.
Posturing,
Yes.
McNeil,
Yes.
Helm,
Yes.
All right, number 8, discussion and possible action concerning the awarding of that contract for the housing rehab program at 711 Sycamore Street to Avantis in the amount of $18,830. Brian, just for a second, could you explain what exactly the housing rehab program is?
Yeah. We applied for it and we were awarded for 6 homes for low to moderate income owner occupied housing. And it takes care of things like the removal of lead paint. It can be used to fix roofs, improve heating systems, improve, and sometimes this is largely for external. So in this, it can be for siding. Those are the basic types of things that it can be used for.
And just reiterate, this is off of a grant.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
No,
Or if it's not on a grant, it's, in some cases, when it exceeds 25,000, it might have other contributors such as the homeowner might add to the state's grant fund money.
all right, then with that, if no one has any questions, is there a motion to approve the second contract?
Motion.
Henry with the first
Motion. Second.
and McNeil with the second?
Passion,
Yes.
McNeil,
Yes.
Helm,
Yes.
Embry.
Yes.
And number 9, discussion of possible action concerning the awarding of the contract, the awarding of the contract for the housing rehab program at 601 Lynn Street to Avantis, and this one is in the amount of $14,550. There's no discussion. Is there a motion to approve this?
Motion.
Embry with the first
Second.
and Helm with the second?
McNeil,
Yes.
Helm,
Yes.
Embry,
Yes.
Passion.
Yes.
All right, and with that, that moves us down to the reports. Mayor's report. I don't have anything. Sweet council. Committee, city manager?
No.
Department heads. All right, then that would move us to adjournment. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Poston with the first
Second.
and Helm with the second.
Passion,
Yes.
McNeil,
Yes.
Helm,
Yes.
Embry.
Yes.
All right, we are adjourned. Thank you, everyone.